So far this season, y'all have been with us as we've chased predators across the continental United States as well as Canada. We've chased the wily coyote, the stealth bobcat, and the impossible gray fox. But now, we're after the Mac Daddy of them all, the ultimate predator, the mountain lion, aka the cougar, the puma. Very rarely do any of us see this awesome animal in the wild. But now, with the help of our good buddies Russ and Mark and their awesome hounds, we're on it. 12 inches of fresh snow, Nevada style. Get in the truck and let's ride. Hey guys, a little bit of a different episode coming at you this week here at Dead Dog Walkin. It's a mountain lion hunt. Eastern Nevada, right on the Utah border. It's my first one, and I was jacked up. I wouldn't have missed this hunt for the life of me. Good buddies Mark Lane and Russ Collard called me up the night before. It's about 8:15, my phone rings. Belding, 4 inches of new snow on the ground. Doesn't look like it's gonna stop anytime soon. I made the executive decision, we're going. I load up the camera, guys, and away we go. I mean, there's a lot of mountain passes to go over, and that snow is just hitting us hard. I mean, the entire drive over there, we might have got up to 40 miles an hour with four-wheel high on. Finally roll in about 3:15 in the morning. The alarm set for 6, and I couldn't believe how this took place, guys. It was absolutely amazing how hard these guys work, how hard the dogs work. It all came together like a puzzle, the way I love it too. Dead Dog Walkin, cougar hunting Nevada style. Let's ride. Guys, finally we're here. 8 hours. It should have only taken 5.5, 6 hours. But hey, look at this, 8 to 10 inches of fresh snow. We got to cut a track tomorrow. We're going to chase cougars, get the hounds ready in the morning, get a little bite to eat, probably take out of here about 6:30. And hopefully bring it to you with our style, being aggressive and cutting a track, getting on them. We're going to use four-wheeler snowmobiles, the Toyota trucks, and hopefully it works out here. A lot of steep hills in this country, and it'll test our endurance and how good a shape we're in for sure tomorrow. So stick with us. Ely, Nevada, cougar hunt, April 2011, Dead Dog Walkin. We'll see you in a bit.
So me and Chad, I've known Chad for about 2 months now since out here at the Elk Foundation. We've been talking quite a bit about doing a lion hunt. He shows up 3 a.m. in the morning, dead beat tired, had just driven 8-9 hours through the whole entire snowstorm that we're hunting in. And I mean, we weren't even sure if the guy's gonna wake up in the morning. He's dead beat on the freaking ground. I got dogs barking in the middle of the night. He doesn't even hear them. I cooked breakfast without even seeing Chad wake up. So, I mean, we weren't sure if he's even gonna make it on the hunt. It wasn't until 7-ish before he even rolled out of bed.
I got to tell you guys something, that it was really hard for me to leave the house that day because I felt like I could not stop laughing at Russ's hair. I mean, he had it permed. It was all just flowing locks, and he puts this hat on and this camo jacket. He's like, let's go hunt. And I'm like, there's no way that this guy can hunt. I mean, guys, look at this guy's hair.
A lot of these big toms will find a female with kittens and then try to run in there and kill those kittens so that the next time he comes around, she'll be in heat.
Really, they're that dominant, huh?
Yep.
And how many deer do you think a male tom cougar kills in a single season?
I don't know, probably one every 10 days. I think the toms don't kill as many as the females. I think the females kill more.
It's like one every 5 days for a female?
Yeah, if she has kittens, it's probably like that.
You know, I really don't know what type of hunters Mark and Russ are. I've known these guys for about 2 months now. We're getting into some businesses together, and I knew that I had to get up there and get the job done with these guys, and it had to happen quick. And I knew I had to be on a plane the next day at 5 a.m. I tell these guys, I need a cat in the tree by 9 a.m. guarantee you they weren't expecting this little April snow shower, 10 inches of fresh snow. Let's go get a cougar to save some of them mule deer.
The nerve of this guy on his first lion hunt ever, and he expects me to find him a track by 9 o'clock in the morning. Has he ever even tried this before?
Okay, Chad, Russ has got a lion track and it's crossed the road 2 more times where he's at, and now there's no snow in it, so it's getting a little fresher, so we gotta go get with Russ and throw some of these dogs out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Follow us at twitter.com/banditnation.
So getting the chance to actually hunt in the middle of April with lions and fresh snow is just a great opportunity. We got down there, the snow was perfect, and we called Chad up. Chad had a day in his schedule to get down there and get it taken care of, and I mean, it just all worked out great. We wake up in the morning, we get out, get going, and within a couple hours we find a track in the snow, and I mean, there's still 6-8 inches of snow over the top of the track. And when we dumped the dogs, we knew they could smell it, but the way they took that track and got out of there, it was just awesome.
Hey, hound dogs.
When we find the track, we got the dogs collared up and got them down on the ground, walked them up to the track, and they definitely knew something was there. They could smell it. The 2 older dogs, once we got them underneath a cedar tree where you could see the track a little better, smelled the cat, and once we let them go, they were gone. I mean, you know, you always want to say, of course, you have a 100% chance because they're your dogs, so you want to be confident in your animals, but on a day like that, you're thinking you're in the 50-75% chance of actually catching that cat. Once they got up in the cliffs, we knew we had some issues. I took off and got up in there, actually cut the track fresh where he'd come up out of the cliffs and was trying to get away from the dogs. And it wasn't but a couple minutes after that we had dogs back on the line again. Oh, now where it's going? We just got to get it freshened up. Once we jump it, he'll be a couple 100 yards and we'll catch him.
You feel pretty good about it?
Oh yeah. All morning long, all I hear on the radio and on the phone is, "Hey, Russ, have you found a track yet? Are you gonna come through? Are you gonna find a track for me by 9 o'clock in the morning?" Well, lo and behold, I come around the corner at 9:07. Voila, what do I find? A lion track. Where's Chad? I don't know. I'm calling him on the radio. Finally, I get him. It takes him a half hour to get over here to me before we can even let the dogs loose.
Dogs get the whiff of that lion track, they get off that lead and they're gone. Russ lets them off that lead and they just took off, and 2 of them are opening up, barking like crazy, howling. So he says you'll just be able to tell a drastic change in their voice, gets high pitched, gets more excited. Let's get in the truck, get back over to where we cut the last track and see if we can find this cat. Up here by Ely, Nevada, getting fogged in a little bit. 8 inches fresh snow last night. Just cut a track. Russ cut it 3 or 4 times, crossing the road back and forth. Just let 4 hounds out on it. My heart's pumping, man. The anticipation's unbelievable on these cougar hunts. We got word about a half hour ago that he had cut a track, and the whole drive over here, you're just wondering how this picture's going to be painted. So we're down in the flats, all the deer down here on their wintering range. And this lion, this track's probably, they're saying 7, 8, 9 hours old. He's down in the flats last night hunting. And we saw a ton of mule deer so far this morning. So let's wish for the best. Stay with us, Dead Dog Walk, and be back with you in a little bit. Looks like Russ found a really fresh track, and the dogs, it sounds like the dogs are coming back on it. Like the cat was in some cliffs and they went by it, and now they're right back on him, coming back where Russ has already walked.
What we like to do with our dogs, especially in the wintertime, is we get out and just stay with our dogs all day long, hiking and whatnot. That way it helps you a lot and your dogs a lot when you get into a cliff where the dogs can't jump, where a lion can jump 5-10 feet, no problem. These dogs can't get up off that cliff, where you, with the owner, you can help those dogs, grab them, pick them up, throw them up on top of the cliff and get them going again, instead of them trying to always find a way around, because they'll sit there where they've had the last scent and just keep working it. where as long as you stay out and help your animals and keep going throughout the day, it makes your chances a lot better of catching a cat.
It's a weird kind of hunting because you have no idea what's going on, and no matter how good a shape you're in, you can't stay up with those dogs. Those hounds are just gone.
For more inside scoop, go to banditnation.com.
Okay, so I couldn't handle it no more. I had to get out and get with the dogs, so I got on the trail, and I mean the whole way up there, it's lion track, dog track, lion track, dog track, all the way up. I get up, I can hear the dogs. I've been talking back and forth with Chad on the two ways, just kind of getting an idea, letting them know that I can hear the dogs. They can still hear the dogs down the truck. Once I get into the cliffs, I actually see a lion track coming down below me, fresh, brand new, and I didn't know if there was two cats in the cliffs or if we're on the same cat, and the dogs just hadn't made it through the cliffs yet. Guys, I've been following the dogs for about the last hour or so, maybe 2 hours, I'm not sure. The boys back down will know better, but look what I got in the tree.
I just got over here, dogs are treed, and I think I see a putty cat in the tree. I do.
Yeah.
You are a lucky man, Jeff.
Building, what up?
What's up, baby?
Dead dog walking. I think this week it's friggin' dead cat walking.
Dead cat walking. Let's go. You coming down to get me so I can get on your back?
Russ, should we just leave? We're back here at your little red Yoda. Should we just walk over?
That'll probably be the best. You don't follow my tracks, just come right up the bottom of that canyon.
It was pretty cool to me to know the night before, just a few hours, Alex and I are in the truck talking about, do you really think this could happen? We're leaving at 8. We're going to get there at 3 or 4 in the morning. We need to have a cat treat early enough to be gone by 1 so I can get on a plane to Texas. And now it's really happening. These guys did their job. These hounds did their job. And I'm just sitting there telling myself, you got to be kidding me. That Russ comes over the radio, I got a putty cat in the tree, and we're high-fiving. I'm jumping around like a kid in a candy store. This doesn't happen, and it probably wasn't supposed to happen this way, but I guess the harder you work, the luckier you get, and I think that we worked pretty hard.
It does not matter how many times I've been out there hunting before. To come around that corner and see that cat in the tree, I just knew it was Chad's cat. It was time to go. I mean, how awesome is it? I mean, his first lion hunt ever, and we got a cat for him. I mean, I was so excited myself. It's great. I mean, to actually grab that two-way radio and call Chad on the radio and go, Chad, we have a putty in the tree.
This is unbelievable. The dogs just completely shut up. Russ calls and they're over in this little canyon right up here, going nuts now. They got a lion, treed. I'm fired up. Russ is all over us. Come on, come on.
Where's your rock star?
Huh?
Just dump like that.
So I've been sitting here for 2 hours getting pretty intimate with this lion. I mean, me and her are on a first name basis now. I mean, Belding, who knows where he is? He's still coming, I think anyways. I could have been up there and had her trained by now.
Now it's supposed to be the easy part, right? Wait around 2-3 hours, sitting there shooting the breeze all morning, drinking coffee. Finally get the call from Russ. Get the howler ready, get the Hornady loaded up, and we're off. We got about a 2-mile walk in front of us. Russ, aka Magellan, leads us up the wrong canyon. We're about 3 miles from where we actually need to be. We're listening for the dogs barking. We're on the two-way radio. We're so far from Russ, he can't even catch our frequency on our two-way radio. Appreciate you, Russ.
We're 50 yards, 100 yards and closing in on my cat. And I can't tell you how excited I am. My heart's pumping. And we're going to take this last 100 yards. We're going to take about an hour just to mess with Russ. We're just going to sit here and film some stuff. Guys, stay with us.
He's mad at us.
He is pretty upset with us. But
Took us too long to get there for you.
we went the wrong way, but we found it now. Guys, it's the coolest feeling walking up and hearing all those dogs. You know, you hunt with a lab, they bring back a duck, they bring back a goose, it's a great feeling. You hunt with a pointer or a short hair, they point a chuck or they point a pheasant, they point a quail, you shoot it, they bring it back. These guys own these dogs, they train them. It takes a lot of time to train these dogs to do what they do. And it's gotta be so self-gratifying to walk up on a mountain like this and know that those hounds did their job that day.
You know, we got a 2-mile walk in front of us, but it's not just, you know, an easy walk. The higher we got in elevation, the snow gets deeper and deeper. Sometimes we were up to our waist in snow. And on top of that, you're stepping into rock crevices. You don't know what's under that snow. You have no idea if you're going to step on a tree, a branch, trip, fall into a cave. And you're just, your heart's going, your anticipation level's up. And all you want to do is get there. So you're trying to run when you really should be crawling.
Become a fan at facebook.com/bandednation.
Pink. There's me. There's the cat. Dead dog walking, baby. This week it's dead cat walking. The other boys are heading up right now, and we're going to let Chad look at it and see what he thinks. I mean, just a great morning here in Nevada.
Chad Cam again. Russ got on this thing about 2 hours ago. He's probably put on, what, 4 miles?
Oh, yeah, easy. We did. Who knows what the cat did last night and this
4
morning.
miles. We cut this track down in the flats at 9:07 this morning. Got out of the truck. Russ got on it. Found the dogs. Found the fresh cat track. Here we are. Noon on a Friday. Doesn't get any better than that.
We've been arguing for 100 days, the building up of a storm as it draws near. I'm so pathetic, all I wanna say is get bad, get lost, get burned. Yeah, we're dragging out this unending war. Don't you think that the answer is pretty clear? No, we can't recall what we're fighting for, so get bad, get lost.
You know, I made some pretty good shots with a rifle in my past, but nothing like this. This is an 11-yard shot. I mean, it's pretty far, and I'm hoping I don't miss.
You on autofocus?
Yep. Auto.
And you focused?
Good to go.
You guys ready? Rush, you good?
Baby, we're through. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to do. Nothing left to do.
It's unbelievable. It's a lot of hard work. Sit and wait, but then once you get on those dogs, you got to be on it. And we got some great friends with us. Russ and Mark. It's my first cougar hunt, man. I love it. I love predator hunting, and these guys, they're one of the ultimate predators. I hold them way up there with the coyote. I mean, they kill a lot of animals, and there's a ton of them in the state of Nevada, Northern California, Utah, Arizona, Southern Idaho. They're everywhere in the country. Canada. I can't tell you, man. My heart is just pounding right now, and what a relief, man. When you drive like we did last night and get the call and go drive through blizzards like that, you just got to do what it takes. You can't kill them when you're sitting on the couch. You've heard that before, but it's true. And we got up here and said our prayers, and here we go. Dead cougar down Nevada style. 10 inches of fresh snow, April 2011. Let's go check out our cat.
We've been arguing for 100 days, the building up of a storm as it draws near. I'm so pathetic, all I wanna say is get bad, get lost, get burned.
Guys, sorry if you can't hear me. The hounds are still fired up here in Nevada, eastern Nevada. 10 inches of fresh snow last night, April 8th, 2011. I'm headed to Austin, Texas tomorrow to do some work with the Sportsman's Channel. Good buddies Mark Lane and Russ called us up last night, said they were supposed to get 8 to 10 inches of fresh snow.
And they had the hounds, went down to Pioche, picked them up. Russ brought a couple from Utah, and it all came together, guys. We cut this track at about 9:05. I gave them until 9 when we woke up this morning. I gave them until 9 o'clock to cut a track, and they almost met the challenge. Unbelievable how it all came together. We left Reno last night at 8 p.m., got here at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 7.5, 8-hour drive through whiteout blizzards in April. It was unbelievable. And I'm telling you guys, the anticipation, once these dogs start going nuts and they cut that track and they stay on it, we listened to dogs from down on the road for 2 hours. And finally, Russ called us and said, hey, I see a putty cat in the tree, and it was on.
So is there anything else Belding could ask me for? Wake him up in the morning, get him dressed, we feed him breakfast. We go out there, we find our track at 9:07. That's pretty close to 9. He has to give me the benefit of the doubt. I didn't pull the trigger, Chad pulls the trigger. I pull the dang cat down out of the freaking mountains for him and take it to his truck. Oh wait, but the last 5 feet, he decides to take over so he can get it up in the truck because, of course, he is the man.
State of Nevada 2011-2012 mountain lion tag. Right there, baby. I'm gonna punch it with a little Kershaw knife, stick it in the ear, and go skin her out. Absolutely worth the trip up here. When I show the picture of this cougar to a lot of people, they're telling me, you're nuts for not getting that cat mounted. And I didn't. I made the decision to give it to my good buddy Alan Burrell and just have it skinned out and rugged. And you know, if I would have had a normal hunt, you know, 5 or 6 days instead of just 24 hours, I probably would have passed up on this female and went after a bigger tom. But hey, there's always next year. Being a predator hunter, I really feel it's our obligation to be a conservationist first, and to know that even though it's exciting, even though the hair's standing up on the back of the neck, the anticipation level is high as heck, we're doing it to protect the other herds of animals, whether it's pets or livestock or elk or mule deer or antelope. That's what we're doing it for. That's our main cause. We're not going to stop here. You're going to continue to see us go after the predators with a ton of intensity, a ton of passion. Hope you enjoyed it. Dead Dog Walking, thanks for being with us.